And then I finally became an educator and also taught the Muslim students. Now, what I want to really say out of this is, it's the life that we talk about is holistic, not only in terms of our growth, but also how we want to take it. I could have very well chosen to probably continue my work in the missionary school or just go ahead with the Gurdwara. We, being an educationist, really have a very, very important role to play. All of you are in the industry. I'm not saying no to commerce and commercial gains, but all I'm requesting is to see what is that your heart calls out for. If you really want to bring that change, you are the person, not because you're just into education, but I guess because your heart is into education. So this is the first thing. Secondly, when we talk of holisticness and inclusivity, in terms of holisticness, as you all know, WHO says that health is not merely an absence of disease or infirmity, but it is the overall growth of our physical, mental, psychological, emotional, and social well-being. So are we able to infuse these elements into our education, either directly by being educationists or being any of the stakeholder? So even if you're not into education directly or indirectly, even as parents, we all are stakeholders. क्या आप agree करते हैं? Yes? कितनी mothers हैं यहाँ पे? पहला गुरु कौन है? ठीक है? तो अगर आप अपने अंदर ये धारणा लेके आएंगे कि आपने वो चेंज बनना है, तो आप बन पाएंगे. I, as a principal, my students, they used to always walk up to me. I allowed them to come up to me. They knew from my body language whether that was the right time or not. That's it. And if it was the right time, they were allowed to come in. My children, my eldest son, extremely intelligent. पर हम वो पंजाबी भाषा में बोलते हैं ना, non-टिकाऊ बच्चा. So he was a non-टिकाऊ बच्चा. And I knew he loved science. He has the genes of a great professor of quantum physics, his dadu. But I told him, you cannot pursue science as a full-time career. Because you may have the mind to pursue science, but you will need to devote those 8-10 hours essentially. So what I'm trying to say, it was never a pressure on him that my mother is a principal, so I need to get that 70, 80 or 90%. So it's very important for people to be who they are. And you know what we do as parents, as family, as educationists, तुम्हें ये करना है, तुम्हें वो करना है. So what we are doing is, we are compartmentalizing them. And what we should do is, we should let them be. With very, very subtle guidance, very mindful and awareness, we have to subtly guide them to what they can be the best. I will not simply say they can be, I will say what they can be the best. And that will include not only us understanding their personality, which is a part of what we GSL and almost all career counselors today do. We have the psychometrics in place. We are so lucky to have it. So that will tell us the personality. As educationists, we are able to read it very quickly. As HR professionals, you're able to read very quickly the kind of personality of people, but a normal person is not. So please, as stakeholders, you should be able to recognize the kind of personality. Number two, the interests, the abilities, and of course the career motivators. So if you see, along with all this, you put a good value system in place, you'll see that you get a holistic individual. And if you have a holistic individual, don't you think we will have holistic societies? How many of you agree with me? अभी कुछ लोग सोच रहे हैं. सर, आप नहीं सोचते? आपसे बात कर रही हूँ सर. जी. So why not raise your hands? Sir, be the change. So be the change, sir. Raise the hands. Even I am ready to raise my hand. Yes. So please do that, and please ensure that all the stakeholders are able to be a part of it. I've run the school for 25 years. I'm still into the management. I understand the concerns. I understand the restrictions. I understand everything. But I think the more we are able to bond, come up, come out, and be able to find the best for our students by first ourselves knowing ourselves. So being aware and mindful about ourselves, which we can do through meditation, through various mind techniques, through exercise, through walking, through a lot of other things that are available. Two, consciously working on ourselves. I'm sure all the psychologists will agree. So that we know ourselves and do the SWOT analysis, right? So the SWOT analysis for our team, the SWOT analysis for ourselves, the SWOT analysis for our students, and then bring out the best in them. Be able to reach out to as many as schools as possible. I request anyone from the school fraternity, whoever the bite will reach to please feel free and get with all of us on this community. It is one simple guidance that could really change a life. आप में से शायद बहुतों को याद होगा, even today I had students who were saying, so there was this varied combination from trying to get into medicine and thinking of digital marketing and mass comm. So they really don't match. Digital marketing is more of technology, more of creativity. Mass comm is more of communication. And medicine is, of course, nowhere near to it. It uses communication as a very minimal aspect. So this girl, I saw her personality and I said, beta, you don't look to be a person. I talked in her jargon. I said, tum bindas to nahi lagte ho. You don't look dabang. Now, why do you want to be a newsreader? I said, how many posts do you think we have for a newsreader? She said, about 20,000. I said, okay, let's do the back counting. How many channels? How many in English? How many in Hindi? So let's even divide the slots. So 5 people doing the whole thing in a day. So Menka then calculate. And then I asked her, then we did a small exercise and I asked her, we did a small timeout exercise. And the first word that was coming was help. So I said, then when this is your motto and this is what is in your soul, then why do you want to become a newsreader or get into digital marketing? That's not even your forte. So there were many of this. There was another student who was talking about getting into pharma or medicine. Why he wanted to get into pharma. So we ran through him. And then finally, these 7-10 students were very clear. So what I'm saying is, having knowledge of the field that you have is important. But it's equally important to understand yourselves and the others. And I will mark my words, genuinely and empathetically guide them. So I think not only schools, counselors, parents, policymakers, everybody into the fraternity, we all need to come together. And I think inclusivity is one thing. शरीर पूरा इकट्ठा ही चलता है, right? हाथ हमारा तभी चलता है अच्छे से जब पूरी हम उंगलियां इस्तेमाल करते हैं और जब मुट्ठी बन जाते हैं तो उसकी ताकत तो भी नो. So united we stand and divided we fall. So it's a very humble request from my side. I lead St. Froebel Senior Secondary School and I am from GSL Edu Excellence. We provide services in all types of education and career consultancy in India and abroad. And also we have mental well-being as our category and professional counseling services for the professionals. So if I can be of any help to you, I'll be very glad. Our team is there to help you and assist you. And definitely I would request once again, please let your soul get into education, soak in it. Thank you so much. Thank you.